It is I, your digital lord and savior, Sigtal Lord, here with an exciting set 3 to cap off a fantastic night of League of Legends. I am joined by the rap god himself, the J4 master, Jeff. Jeff, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you? Everything good?
I am fantastic. I'm very ready to see these two teams duke it out. We do have some subs to mention uh, in the jungle for Team Phoenix. We do have Jester for his second performance of the night, calling it an encore, if you will. I think he's gonna do a very good job in lieu of Alonzi, formerly Alonzi Tardis. I know with that change in mind, do you have any thoughts going into this game?
Well, it's always funny when you see how things change throughout a night. And if you are Team Phoenix, you were in a tie for fifth place going into tonight in the standings, and you just saw the two teams that were right there with you, option 12 and 9 lives, both get 2-0s. So there's a lot of like pressure in the standings for option, or excuse me, for Team Phoenix to keep pace. And obviously they're up against a Goliath right now. Blitzkrieg undefeated so far. So there was already going to be pressure on Phoenix, but now it's even more so because of how those first two sets went.
Well, I think our fans out there are excited to see this game. I can see the peaches in chat already. If you're not on the Blitzkrieg hype train, I don't know where you're at. This is going to be the most hype set of the night, and let's get right into it. Let me throw these players an R. And then as soon as they go, we'll go. Look at all these Phoenix chants. All right.
Now, Sig, if obviously we all know how strong Blitzkrieg has looked so far. Um, this cup, I almost said split, but it's a cup. If you're Phoenix, or if you're looking at Team Phoenix, who do you think needs to like step up for them to pull off the upset here? Who would you look at as being the one to really have a huge performance?
Gregosaurus Rex, I feel, has done a very good job stepping up as the split continues. I think he'll continue to grow. I feel like he's found his niche. Now, that Annie ban definitely targeted, the Zyra ban definitely targeted, but beyond, I feel like he has some picks that we're yet to see, that we've seen in the past, that are going to provide some big coverage for this team. I think also there's going to be a big difference in pick and ban this game. I think as Jester plays carries, Alonzi Tardis incredibly good at playing suppression and control-oriented junglers and tanks, but Jester OG definitely has a very different playstyle, so we'll see how they execute. We did see the Mordekaiser, the Tom Kench, and the Morgana ban. What do you think is going to be this blind pick for Blitzkrieg?
Well, it just got spoiled before I could say it, but so you got Kha'Zix, and I'm pretty sure Kha'Zix is no longer really a flex. I imagine that's going jungle, although I guess it kind of fits into Pistol Crab's playstyle, so I could see them running again in the top lane if they want to do something a little creative. Galio, that's a nice flex. It would probably go to Gregosaurus, but I could see it going support or top lane as well. Caitlyn picked up for Alpha. I believe he got his pentakill on that earlier this cup, so obviously a potent champion for him.
I think with the Galio pick, and we know that's not in Peach's wheelhouse, but it still rolls. I would love to see proper top lane execution with something like a Camille, something like heck, even Renekton, which aren't in Sigtal Eternal's usual pool. I'm wondering, out of what he plays with the Malphite off the table, what CC oriented champion do you really have that you could really apply pressure top lane? Because I feel like if Crab gets ahead, like, you really got to work to shut him down. And with that pressure in the bot side being needed as well, I feel like the Galio is a solid pick. But if you're relying on control mages to get that CC to allow the Galio to come in, with a control mage and a Caitlyn, you don't really have a viable target. So what do you think we're going to see in terms of execution? It's got to be a tank jungle. Okay, the Hecarim would serve a great purpose there.
Yeah, that's really good for getting that Galio in. As far as you were talking about with Sigtao Eternal's pick up in the top lane, I would like to see, personally, I would like to see Ornn. I think that is one of Sigtao Eternal's best champions, and something that would fit into this comp really well. I do know a little bird told me that he was itching to play Set. So I'm not sure how well that really works with the Galio. I guess if Set can like ult into the opposing team and then you get Galio on top of that, it could be good. So I would expect either Set or Ornn to be coming out of the top lane here.
I would like the Set. If we're looking at an ADC like Ashe, a lot of the damage for this Blitzkrieg squad, seeing the Akshan and the TF band coming across, I do think that if you shut down the Ashe, there's not much follow up. Like Kha'Zix can definitely chain, and get some solid kills on a squishy or a low health tank. But a lot of this damage is going to be required out of the Ashe. So if that Set's able to get into that backline like his kit allows him to do, followed by a Galio ult, could be pretty deadly. I wonder if we're going to see that picked up.
And it definitely looks like they are at least trying to convince Blitzkrieg that this Galio is a flex, with them saving one of the two solo laners for the last pick here.
Now,
we have a Lee Sin coming in. Nope, a Viego. And that's... Oh, no, not a Viego. Okay.
Well, that seals the deal for Pistol Crab in the top lane, Jeff. So you've... I feel like this is going to be a very different Blitzkrieg. Pistol Crab really... The Blitzkrieg have thrived in having strong macro, and Yorick is kind of like the anti-macro champion. Everyone else has to be incredibly solid, but you're just pushing, baby. You're TLC in the 1990s. You're pushing. So I'm curious to see how they execute that. And I love the Silas pick with the smorgasbord of ultimates available too.
Oh, there's so many juicy ultimates.
I mean, you can
dream game for a Silas.
I do think though that this is a rather difficult comp to execute on the behalf of Blitzkrieg. Their skill is definitely going to be tested. Because if a Hecarim or Set decide to go in and that Galio follows up, Brand and Caitlyn can pepper in the damage from a very safe distance. This really could be Phoenix's game to lose.
It'll be interesting to see how Blitzkrieg sets up flanks in team fights, because I don't think they can fight, traditionally fight front to back. It's going to be so hard to get in on the Caitlyn, onto the Brand, who will become a damage threat even though it's in the support role. But if you can have Lord of Admirals on this Kha'Zix coming in from one side, Goonsomp on the Silas coming in from another side to ambush the backline, I could see the ranks collapsing pretty quickly as well. So it'll be about who sets up vision, who sets up angles, who approaches fights with more foresight.
I agree. It's gonna be a lot of an intelligent pick strategy coming from Blitzkrieg. So my ultimate question, Jeff, and give it to me straight. What's the win con that this team for Blitzkrieg is going to be looking at after 20 minutes? If they don't get this successful early game going, I don't know if this team really has a viable win condition.
Yeah, I mean, if the game's even at 20 minutes, then it pretty much becomes Pistol Crab split push, I think. And everybody else just trying to, because I do think Pistol Crab will be ahead in terms of minions, experience, and things in early game. And so if you have to allocate 2 members, if your Team Phoenix has to allocate 2 members to go stop him, then you do have a lot of hard engage on the side of Blitzkrieg, with Silas being able to steal maybe a hard engage ult from Hecarim or Set, and then the Ash Arrow obviously is one of the most potent engage tools in the game, always has been. So if Pistol Crab can draw the attention of 2, you get an engage in a 4v3 situation, that probably becomes Blitzkrieg's backup plan if they don't get off and running early.
Well, we'll see how they execute that. Now get your peaches ready in chat and spam them for me while we talk about this dynamic Phoenix comp. They excel at front to back. The ganks are going to be insane from the Hecarim. The follow up from the Galio is going to be a protective aura in the bot lane and a constant threat in the top. I feel like this could be a huge chance for Phoenix to use the friendship buff that we've talked about, that we've sung about. I've wrote letters to Princess Celestia. I'm just, let's talk about how magical this friendship is going to be. And if I'm correct, these players are pretty close geographically too, so I don't think you're going to get a more powerful magic aura available than what you have right now. Phoenix, rise up from the ashes of the prior parts of this split and execute this very strong comp. I believe it is your game to lose. Now, Jeff, am I preaching a false prophet, preaching a dead gospel, or is this really going to happen?
I mean, it's fun. Yeah, you talk about the friendship buff. You talk about these players being in physical, geographical proximity. I know for a fact 4 of them got to hang out like in person, see each other this weekend, and so that's pretty cool. And Alonzi, who is not in the game, but he was also there. So yeah, there's definitely something like that going on. The question is, with all these players hanging out for the last 2 days. I don't mean to be a critic, but you know that means that you probably haven't been playing for the last couple days. So will there be some rust?
Well, we'll see exactly if the rush shakes off, if it is there. I don't know. But, folks, we are moving into the game now. As I somehow have bugged the client.
No. Well, let's see. I'll take a look at the skins quick. Oh my god, everybody's loading so fast.
Yep. And folks, don't roast me. Okay, before I transition over, they had skins. It was beautiful. I really wish you guys would have been there to see it.
And players had skins too, actually.
Yeah, I mean
we are all funding Riot so well.
I am in windowed mode, so before I even transition it and get the flame, I'm going to fix the screen.
I'll just radio announce at this point. A lot of pings coming out from Blitzkrieg to the top lane Tribrush on the side of Team Phoenix. So it looks like there might be some level 1 shenanigans going on. Sigtal Eternal will get to that brush first. So if he's paying attention, he will see them coming in. He does see them. He walks maybe the wrong way. He gets slowed. Oh boy, this could actually be really scary. He has to flash away from the Swain Snare. So Smokey the Bear flashing for that. Sigtal Eternal flashes as well. A trade of support for top laner flash, which makes me think that Lord of Admirals might have a target on that top lane for a potential gank in the next 5 minutes.
Surprising that they go so aggressive so early. I guess that 600 gold's just too much to leave off the table.
Minions have spawned.
I do like seeing teams take some level 1 risks. That's been something that I've been wanting to see more of in the Community Cup. It is interesting. Sigtal Eternal did pop his potion there after getting tagged by that Ashe slow. So not only is he down the flash, but he won't have a potion going into lane, which, you know, sounds like not a big deal, but you never know.
Well, it's a whole trade. It's a whole trade that the York walks away with. Now, this red start is going to be caught out. So they know that you're going to be farming towards the top. Eternal's going to have so much pressure here at 3 minutes. Let's see how he prepares for that. And
I'm not sure if Jester OG is aware that his red was warded. And so Blitzkrieg has a really, really good tracker on the opposing jungler, which is always really nice, especially if you're, say, the bot lane of Blitzkrieg right now. You know that Hecarim is nowhere near you and won't be anywhere near you for quite some time.
Gregosaurus asking for Goonstump's lunch money in the mid lane.
Yeah, really, really nice trade there early on from this Galio. Oh, there's a root from Smokey the Bear, pulls in Alpha, but doesn't quite get him in turret range for the aggro. Pistol Crab really wailing away at Sigtal Eternal, who has to pop the Haymaker. Should be okay for now. Does have teleport still available, so he can sort of reset if he needs to. I don't actually know. It's funny. I play a good amount of Sylas, but I don't actually know how the Sylas-Galio lane matchup goes.
I pretend to be a Sylas and Galio player in the mid lane, actually, and I absolutely hate playing into Sylas. When I'm Galio, I feel like his Kingslayer, that's his W, correct?
Yeah.
It's just, it makes so trades unfair.
Yeah, it is kind of untradeable. But Gurgosaurus doing a really, really good job of bossing this lane so far. Alpha was taken pretty low, got hit by another Never Move by Smokey the Bear. Lord of Admirals take top Scuttle Crab. His Jester will take away the bottom one. Balance in all things.
Ooh. Oh, man. If that would have hit from the Caitlyn, we'd be talking about first blood. Now, we did see Eternal utilizing... just staying under the tower. He didn't actually recall, and he didn't TP. I really thought that would be the play after being taken so low, but we are going to see in the top side potential dive set up. Kha'Zix is there. He is recalling. Will he finish it?
Yeah, he does. I'm a little surprised by that, actually, but...
If he's got the shield up, I get it.
Yeah.
It's boring,
yes,
but
that
I
is
get it.
very scary to dive. Yeah, yeah, for sure. But just without flash, you would think you'd maybe try to take advantage of that. Gregorosaurus in the mid lane, not only winning out on the health bar so much, but he also has forced Goonstomp to use most of the mana bar already, and that's a big thing, because if Sylas can't pull out that E, Q, W like all in a row, you really are never at risk.
No, and something we didn't point out in Champ Select that is so valuable is this is 4 TPs available between the two teams. Pistol Crab going low. Eternal is in the grave there, but he's able to walk out. With these 4 TPs available, I think it's really going to come down to who TPs in the top lane first. As to what the pace this game is. I think it almost benefits Yorick if you just let Eternal leave the lane and start building that gold advantage. Because it's not like you care about losing this first Drake or even the first objective, really.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, if you're Pistol Crab, you don't mind losing maybe a slight disadvantage elsewhere in exchange for getting up ahead, because that is such a Yorick condition, is you do just want to get ahead in lane so that you and the Maiden can just impose your will for a while afterward.
Damage continues to be peppered across in this bot lane. Health bars are staying very full, though. We can see that the Brand did go Biscuits, and the Ashe, and the Swain. It is a tea party in the bot lane, folks.
There's a bakery in the bot lane, yeah, for sure.
I think the only person that doesn't know that is Alpha. Alpha, who is now assisting, taking this Drake, has his CS up lead as he pushed the wave up. They do claim the first Drake in favor.
This is a great early game by Team Phoenix.
You're really playing to your win con. Just winning lane with a high skill expression. Very, very high damage ceiling champions.
Nice juke from
Phoenix.
Peach on the Never Move there. Yeah, I mean, Lord of Admiral is such an impactful jungler, such a high leverage jungler, and has not been able to affect the game in any way so far. Jester OG also hasn't really been seen much, but I think we're in agreement. As actually, Goonstomp takes away the ultimate of Gregorosaurus and goes in aggressively, but Gregorosaurus just willing to back away. Looks like that trade will fizzle out. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Alpha gets grabbed, but they jump. Oh man, Smokey the Bear landed the pull, but didn't really want it. Got taken down for first blood. Now Galio, could be in trouble. Taken really, really low. That damage is so much from Goonstomp, and all of a sudden, Gregorosaurus winning that lane the entire game, and then gets taken down real quick.
With a flash for Spice on the N2 from Goonstomp. Very interesting that Goonstomp acted like he was going to roam, acted like he was going to utilize that Galio ultimate, and then just waited for Gregorosaurus to show.
Teleport in the bot lane. Both teleports in the bot lane. Alpha is so dead. Princess Peach trying to run away. Teleport to answer coming out from Gregorosaurus and Sig Tower Eternal, but that's double TP burned by Phoenix, and they won't really get anything out of it. Just trying to protect Peach. But I guess neither team really got that much out of those teleports.
Hard disagree with that call. I feel like those wasted TPs are gonna be very impactful here in 3 minutes as we
Here
see.
comes the stolen Galio ult. The Tower Eternal could be in trouble. Gregosaur is trying to come back with his. Haymaker comes out. Goonstomp taken relatively low, but they don't have enough damage, I don't think. Here comes Jester all the way from left field. The Hecarim comes out of nowhere, and they will turn around. So eventually they get something out of those TPs. Smokey is trapped in the pit with Princess Peach. Flashes over, but Jester is right there. Here comes Ace in the hole. That's a nice jungler donating that kill over to your AD carry. And I don't know, man. We were absolutely wrong. Those teleports turned out to work okay, even though it was a little delayed.
Man, and the supportal combat in the Drake pit. And just the amount of patience and diamond hands from Jester to let Caitlyn pick up that kill. Oh boy, this really is a different Phoenix this week, Jeff.
Yeah, that was really, really well done. At first it looked not so well done, but they organized, they thought about it. The shields from Sig Tower Eternal and the ultimate from Gregosaurus just held things together long enough, and then awesome from Jester just flying in out of nowhere. Oh, they get a pull onto Alpha down in the bot lane. Oh, he is stunned up. Doesn't quite have turret aggro, actually, so he will be okay. And they turn it around. Smokey the Bear drops again. J-Dog really, really low. Princess Peach flashes forward, gets another kill. 2-0 in the bot lane. They should get some more plates. Sig Tower Eternal and Pistol Crab brawling in the top, but with the Haymaker, he should be safe. Goonstomp with the roam. Princess Peach in a lot of trouble. I think Alpha just needs to be careful. Peach will walk away, though. Jester's in the right place again, and they kill him right as he tries to use that stolen Hecarim ultimate.
Wow, this is the largest deficit I think we've seen Blitzkrieg be at this far in this cup. I think they really they've put themselves in a position. They continue the aggression. Sig Tower Eternal in the top lane trying to continue with the trades.
Yeah, Sig Tower Eternal with a really, really nice pull there. Pulled him under turret. And I gotta give a shout out to Sig Tower Eternal in this top lane, man. You're playing against a really, really lane dominant champion in Yorick, and he's up in CS. He's been a part of more kills. They both used their TP at about the same time, and his was more impactful eventually.
I think it's very exciting to see with Eternal across the two splits he's played in, the Cup and the last split of the LCUS. He really plays to the skill level of his opponent in a lot of these matchups. So very fun to see. I'm very interested. I would like for you to talk to me a minute about this Kha'Zix's methodology. I know you would be usually looking for that early game aggression, Sig Tower Eternal in the top lane, trying to trade.
Could be in trouble. Still has the Haymaker available, and he should get the kill. Wow, solo kill from Sig Tower Eternal. Had the Haymaker up the whole time, didn't panic. Princess Peach also drops, though, and J-Dog will be able to just barely walk away as Alpha already popped the ultimate, but now just wailing away at Smokey. Might get two here. Here comes the Galio ultimate, and J-Dog drops as well. Jester is just desperately trying to hold on against Lord of Admirals, who will hop away, so it's a 2-for-2 trade overall in that bot side. But that was a play initiated by Blitzkrieg. So if you're Phoenix, you're probably feeling okay. I'm sorry I interrupted you, though. What were you asking earlier?
Irrelevant at this point because he showed his aggression in the bot lane, being there to clean up that secondary kill. So from this, now we do see this Drake is up. What kind of priority is it for Blitzkrieg to be walking towards that Drake?
If I'm Blitzkrieg, I'm prioritizing it pretty heavily as long as, you know, I have a reasonable chance at getting to it. Because I do think that between the two comps, Blitzkrieg is the one that has more pressure on getting ahead early. And obviously they're not ahead right now. They'd like to be ahead. But if you fall behind in Drake's, it gets really, really hard because this composition from Team Phoenix is really hard to engage on, and especially if you're behind early.
Now, interesting positioning from the brand, trying to get in there, wanting to be in that bush and unknown. Pistol Crab does catch out Vision in the top lane, trying to reestablish what shambles of a kingdom he had. Now, we do see they are collapsing on the top side.
Peach! Wow, what a great play. Just completely ambushed J-Dog. I was watching on the mini-map earlier. He went through that alcove, must have snuck into that front brush without ever being even close to detected, just immediately nukes the Ashe. Up on top side, Gregosaurus. We got a 3-on-3 brawl, actually. Everybody showed up, and Sig Tower Eternal will show Pistol Crab the door. Goonstomp trying to run away. It looks like he might get away. We've got action in the bot lane as well. Another 2v2 kill for the bot lane of Team Phoenix. Goonstomp trying to run away. Red buff is applied by Jester OG, and he will take down the Silas as well. I don't even know if Lord of Admirals will be able to get this Stomp. He will. Phoenix will allow him to take that away as they head towards the Rift Herald.
Such an exciting game. Now a 7k gold difference. Viewer friends out there, let us know, what do you think is going to happen next? Is this the Phoenix rising to the top? Is it time for Blitzkrieg to turn it around? Spam it in chat for us. I know looking at this this map control right now, Jeff, wards definitely do favor the side of Blitzkrieg in that top side, but the bot side is completely visible from Dragon Pit South. One ward seen by Smokey. He will catch that out. I'm very interested. If we take a look at the gold right now, all of this gold, of course, is setting on a 3k gold difference in the bot lane between the two ADCs. And then in the mid lane, things are fairly even. A 1k gold difference in the top lane as well between the Pistol Crab and Sigtal Eternal. Where do you think you start your comeback story if you're Blitzkrieg?
I think Kha'Zix has to be a little more active, find his way into more skirmishes. I mean, that's sort of Kha'Zix's MO, is finding spots. They get an arrow onto Alpha, actually, but Teleport immediately answers, and you see the Kha'Zix immediately back away, but Teleport's coming back the other way. Alpha will get shut down. That's a big-time shutdown. Look at all the damage. How much do they have left without Alpha alive? Princess Peach able to get away. Sig Tower Eternal and just trying to hold the front line. Big dunk coming in from Goonstomp. He gets two. The Silas going off now. This could end up being an ace. Jester just trying to run away. That Horsey will actually get away. So turns it around, gets one more kill, but an excellent play from Blitzkrieg. And that's a lot of gold going on to Goonstomp.
Huge shutdowns, and what a great use of that ultimate from Sigtal Eternal there to start the fight, but even better use as Goonstomp just captures it away, utilizing that ult to pick up some kills. Very fun to see Jester OG kind of dance there at the end and escape through the blood of Silas, as he did keep that tower up, I think by successfully killing Goonstomp. Tower will go down now. This will be a return tower potential. Nope. The bot lane from Phoenix does arrive in time to clear the wave. If they finish and they don't, this tower will not go down.
Survived.
By a win.
The tower that could.
By a little wing and a prayer.
But yeah, you called it out, that that ult, the stolen set ultimate by Goonstomp, not only dealing the damage being a big deal in that way, but also he used it as sort of a taxi to get close enough to Princess Peach to finish off the brand as well.
And it did buy 2k gold back into this game. So that those TPs were worth it. Goonstomp there.
Checking.
Goonstomp trying to pepper.
Will get taunted up, but yeah, Gregosaurus could be in a lot of trouble here. Gets knocked up, has to just dive back in, but yeah, that's an isolated target against the Kha'Zix and a Silas. No chance there. Alpha and Peach roaming up. This bot lane is incredibly strong right now. 11 kills between the two of them. And Jester knows it and just dives right in. Big kill onto Goonstomp as well there. And this turret is only at half health. So this could be a mid lane turret dropping here.
Such an exciting game between these two teams. Jeff, I just want to take a minute while we look at Smokey the Bear taking a bad fight right now, going and utilizing that ult. I thought more was coming from that. I don't know what the ult was for, except maybe to keep himself alive. Ultimate from Alpha will not get the kill.
Close.
Ooh,
yeah.
So close. But
I think Alpha just barely missed his net there, and that ult would have been enough otherwise. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, my question would be, is this a vision difference? It really feels like, outside of the sporadic TP there in the bot lane, there's just a lot more knowledge available to Phoenix in that bot side where they keep trying to play around. I don't think they really planned for the solo lane success that Sigtal Eternal's having, and I feel it's really the difference maker in this game, because they're really budgeting so many resources bot side, and just seeing them continue the successful path. I think it really is just a knowledge difference provided by these wards.
That's definitely a big part of it, and you're right to shout out Sigtal Eternal's success up in the top lane here against Pistol Crab. But I don't want to understate just how dominant Peach and Alpha were during lane phase. They utterly dominated that lane phase. Had J-Dog and Smokey pushed under their tower, killed them 2v2 multiple times. Meanwhile, Gregosaurus could be in trouble here. Has teammates nearby, but Lord of Admirals, his Kha'Zix, is just so good against isolated targets. Alpha Gale Force is in, and that could really be a problem. Able to back away and able to just barely survive. Jester trying to just tank up. J-Dog goes down, but on the backside, Goonstomp gets in there. Smokey the Bear is just trying to keep Princess Peach at bay, but Goonstomp should die here. Yep, there is the kill from Sigtal Eternal. It's a 4-for-2 overall in a fight that Blitzkrieg started. This should be Drake, and that'll be sole point going forward now for Team Phoenix.
The quote-unquote support Peach, 7-2-4, holding back the Swain there. We called the combat for everybody else, but Peach just soloing Smokey the Bear on Swain there pretty much. So
it wouldn't surprise me in the least if we check the graphs after this game, assuming it continues to go the way it's going, and we see Peach at top of the damage charts.
And it's mind-blowing, because both of them having this level of success, it's really revealing, too, on their... They haven't been in the top lane. They had one fight in the mid. So the bulk of all these kills, now 15 between the two of them, are all from skirmishes and fights in the bot lane. These teams have really chosen their battleground, and it doesn't look like it's paying dividends. With the vision that Phoenix have and the pick comp that you're trying to execute as Blitzkrieg, it is just an uphill fight. I'm wondering now with the fourth Drake on the horizon, soul point available for Phoenix. What do you do with a Yorick on your team to try and keep someone, like, change the priority in the map? Is that the call, Jeff?
Yeah, it's tricky right now. Pistol Crab does a nice job interrupting Gregosaurus' dash, so he could be in trouble here. Lord of Admirals is here as well. Nice flash from Gregosaurus over that thick wall, but now Sigtal Eternal is going to be left all alone. Gregosaurus dives back in. Oh no, this could be an issue. Sigtal Eternal, I believe he had the Haymaker still available, but didn't pop it in time. That's a quick double kill for Blitzkrieg on both of the solo laners of Phoenix. You see the other three members starting to work their way up, but it's going to be too little too late. And those are the little incremental advantages that I think Blitzkrieg needs to find. You talked about them having this pick comp with an Ashe, with a Kha'Zix. They can definitely find situations like that if Phoenix makes them available. Peach could be in trouble here. Nice sidestep from Jester OG early on. And there you see just the gold advantage. Pistol Crab, they miss one or two skills, and they get in a lot of trouble. But now Lord of Admirals is here. Peach all alone will go down. There's the ace in the hole. Wow, Alpha is fed. That damage was crazy from that ace in the hole. I think it might have also been the brand passive popping at the same time, but I was not expecting Lord of Admirals to die there.
The collector buy from Alpha paying dividend there. I feel it was a happy coincidence that you got him back 5% with the brand passive and the ace in the hole. So my question is, we look at this gold now. Almost just shy of a 5K gold lead, but things are definitely scaling back towards the favor of Blitzkrieg as these fights continue. It feels like it's smart positioning on behalf of Blitzkrieg. I have to wonder though, the past two catchouts have been on Gregosaurus Rex. Is he being too aggressive, or are they trying to push an advantage? What's going through their minds, Jeff?
Yeah, I do think that Blitzkrieg has done a really good job the last few minutes of, this is an old adage in League, attacking the global. You have that global that can impact the map from anywhere, and it's always been kind of a thing going way back. Oh, as J-Dog gets stunned up, actually, and will just get destroyed. But that's always been a thing where you say, okay, the global wants to go somewhere else, we'll just go to the global. We'll kill the global before it can go anywhere else. And that's what they've done the last couple times. So I'm not sure if Gregosaurus is maybe pushing up too far in the side lanes, maybe without adequate vision. He does have some buddies near him right now as Sigtal Eternal and Pistol Crab are brawling. Lord of Admirals is there again. And Sigtal Eternal, I think he's going to go down. He is isolated. That Kha'Zix damage is too big. Jester OG is looking to hunt down this Kha'Zix, but isn't going to be able to get close enough. Jester OG has quietly gotten really, really fed as well. Gregosaurus can't quite get through that Yorick prison, and now you got Teleport coming in from Goonstomp to answer. Galliwalt coming in, and Jester OG will be able to survive. Alpha's here, misses everything early on. Oh, the arrow does hit Gregosaurus, but Goonstomp just wants to walk away. He's feeling happy to just cut his losses. Meanwhile, Peach takes the mid lane turret, so the support pushing mid lane by himself will pick up some advantage, and you know, you take that turret in exchange for the 1 kill earlier.
Incredible performances in that fight from both sides. It just seemed like a trade of blows. Haymaker of Haymaker from ults just being traded, trying to pick up a kill after Sigtal Eternal went down. But nothing really happened. I'm wondering now, with 30 seconds until Soul Point, and a lot of key ults for both teams being down. Oh, big pick here from
Peach
Peach.
might catch another one. Gets the ultimate off. I don't think that'll... Oh, the burn! Never mind. Princess Peach. 9 kills now on this brand. 19 between Alpha and Peach. What a performance by this bot lane here in Game 1.
You can see I'm highlighting my favorite support items. Leandri's Anguish and Demonic Embrace. Just the amount of support that they provide. I mean, I guess they support you getting to the grave quicker.
This could be Soul. Can Word of Admirals jump in? No, he doesn't get the steal. Sigtal Eternal immediately ults him back, and they will get another free kill on the Kha'Zix. And you can run to Baron. You can just run straight to Baron right here. The jungler is down. You are so far ahead. Yeah, Gregosaurus was going to recall, but I think somebody called out, hey, let's just go to Baron.
So with that pickup, 4K gold difference. Now let me show everybody where the money's setting. Of course, it's mainly in the pockets of the bot lane for Phoenix. Everyone on the map though does look like nope. The mid lane is in favor of Blitzkrieg. We're gonna take this to
Arrow
action
coming in.
mode.
They hit Princess Peach. And Goonstomp looking to go in, trying to get down to the back line. Meanwhile, Pistol Crab has shut down Princess Peach. This is a good fight so far. Sigtal Eternal does have teleport available, but hasn't channeled it yet. I'm wondering when that will come in. Could go to mid lane and get behind J-Dog right now, but still isn't using it. J-Dog will go down as Jester OG runs him down. Gregosaurus with the ult, so they pick up 3 kills for 1. The Baron was stopped, though, by Blitzkrieg.
And where they picked up Peach, I feel like that stopped a lot of the duration damage, but, I mean, you're still so far, the money is so far in Alpha's pocket, just the damage is so difficult to deal with. So, Jester being the ever-present that he is right now, just always there, do you think that you go for the pick on Jester? I mean, they've got the tools like the Ash Arrow, Goonstomp's pick potential, and Smokey the Bear certainly has more than enough CC in his kit to try and deal with it. Is Alpha the target, or are you targeting Jester? What do you need to make this house of cards fall?
I think you need to take out either Alpha or Peach at the start of a fight. You need to get Kha'Zix, you need to get Silas in onto that backline and eliminate at least one of those two early on, because between the two of them, they're just going to rip through your entire team. You don't really have that much of a front line. With the Yorick, you know, is really your only sort of tank character. Silas can be beefy with that healing, but yeah, I don't think Jester is scary right now, but I think you got to worry about the backline first with your assassins. They get a pull onto Peach, and they get the arrow onto Peach. This brand could be in trouble, but Jester right out of the rafters flies in, protects the brand. Look at Peach flashing forward and takes out 2.
Such an intimidating comp. It is worth pointing out these huge victories are happening. We do see in the bot lane the Yorick is pushing. He did push and take both topside towers, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that big a deal. He might take this topside turret, but it looks like Phoenix might look to end. Brand is there to answer.
Yeah, they're just looking to call Pistol Crab's bluff right now. They get the teleport out of him, actually, so now they can probably just run to Baron. We'll see if they're willing to coin flip it with Lord of Admirals.
Now, Vision is non-existent. The only ward that is there is one for Phoenix. If we look at the Blitzkrieg itemization real quick, going back to money, You can see that they have one blue ward that will not be available. Hawkshot now down.
And
So
Jester's looking to engage again. Gets in onto Pistol Crab. Lord of Admirals is there, though. And Jester has actually isolated himself. Oh, great stopwatch. And then Gregosaurus comes in. Two-person taunt real quick. Lord of Admirals so low. Has to just run away. Sigtow Eternal is here. Alpha takes out J-Dog. The 80 carry is gone for Blitzkrieg. Smokey the Bear will follow. Pistol Crab, he's under the tower, and Jester's going to have to try to run away. He will live with that shield, I believe, from the Sterix. Oh, Alpha with the Gale Force picks it up. Goonstop, nice job going back in, and he takes down the Caitlyn. That's a big shutdown, but he will drop in reply.
4 for 1 in favor of this Phoenix squad. Baron appears to be the prize for such an incredible fight. You can see Peach is trying to push the wave, but they've already started moving towards the Lord of the Rift. Let's see
I think
how
Peach
they
should actually. I think Peach should actually go to the Baron with them, because I don't think they have actually very much damage without Peach there, given that Alpha is down. Peach is just going to solo kill the top laner, though, on his own, and now damage doesn't really matter, because you got a long time before you have to worry about anything here. Gregosaurus taken relatively low. Teleport is available for Goonstomp, so if Blitzkrieg wanted to try for a Hail Mary play here, they maybe could. Baron's at 3,000 health. Gregosaurus is just, he actually recalled, but Jester and Sigtow Eternal can finish this off just fine. And so right now, Mountain Soul, not only do they have Mountain Soul, but they have a really, really nice comp to utilize Mountain Soul as well with these 3 beefy frontliners.
And with Elder coming up in 45 seconds, I believe we have reached the fever pitch of this game. The horizon is in line of sight of us, Jeff. Now with a 9K gold difference. Had to take my socks off, folks. My apologies. With the gold difference, with the Drakes, with the Baron, is there anything that Blitzkrieg can do to turn this game around?
I think right now you kind of are just hoping Lord of Admirals can come out with a hero steal here, and then maybe you don't lose the fight too hard afterward. Obviously the Elder Drake will help as Princess Peach is taken really low. Lord of Admirals is getting just destroyed, taken down by the ace in the hole, so there goes any chance of a steal. Smokey the Bear follows as well. Goonstomp trying to root him up. Nice arrow from J-Dog to save his mid laner, but this should be a free Elder Drake now. Pistol Crab just pushing in the mid lane with the Maiden. But a really, really nice pick there from Peach and Jester. Goonstomp could be in trouble. Dashes over the wall, should be fine actually now.
The amount of care that Pistol Crab doesn't have for the state of this game. If you ask Crab, he's like, yeah, we're winning. We got this. I'm pushing,
Jester
it's all
dashes
good.
in onto Goonstomp, forces the hourglass to be popped. And yeah, Pistol Crab was forced to just hobble into the top side jungle here. And I think if you're Phoenix, you can probably just stay with this bot wave for a while and probably win the game off of it. Lord of Admiral's taken so low. Surprised the Elder Drake buff didn't proc there actually.
Well, we'll see exactly how this hampers out now. Middle inhib is gone. Bot inhib is next to dead.
Yeah,
Minions are
this
pushing
should be
in.
game with Baron and Elder. I don't see how you stop this push right now if you're Blitzkrieg. Peach is at about half health, so maybe you can get an assassination there. They jump in with Goonstomp, but nice hourglass from Peach. He does time the hourglass really, really well, but just gets destroyed afterward. Jester OG is in the back line just trying to hold everybody else at bay. Does go down, and J-Dog running forward, but the Nexus falls real quick. Really nice performance from Phoenix there. Big time win.
Huge win. Some will call it a pick ban diff. I call it stellar play. Very well done from both teams, but man, this Phoenix, I'm so excited to see them performing at this level. Well, let's take a look at some stats, Jeff. You talked about looking at some stats in this game. So let's give them the benefit of doing that. You can see, just looking at the kill counts here at the end, 14, 4, and 11, 14, 4, and 12 for the bot lane of Phoenix. J-Dog and Smokey the Bear not able to get up that same level of movement. Just in the bot lane alone, it looks like there was about a 12k gold difference. I think that was the weight of the weight of the difference. So let's take a look at some graphs now. You had talked about damage. Holy smokes. Take a look, folks. Brand topping out the charts. Caitlyn not even close. Followed by Jester. Jester was just ever present in that game, Jeff.
Yeah, really, really nice game from Jester. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So, and finally, we'd criticized the York pick, but I mean, I'm sure if we took a look at, hold on, let's look at damage done to objectives. Total damage to turrets. Caitlyn, not far behind, but this man has had one mission the whole game, and I don't think it was the same mission statement that the rest of the team had. You can see the priorities. They executed their comp, but I don't think that was the outcome that they wanted. And I think the real deciding factor is going to be this right here, folks. If we take a look at Vision. Vision came out across the map for Phoenix. I have total damage dealt still up. Came out across the map for Phoenix. It looks like Vision was pretty close, but just Peach yet again being an in-game Vision leader for his team and the league.
Yeah, it's worth noting every single member of Phoenix had a better Vision score than their counterpart.
Man,
than their lane opponent or their jungle opponent. So, yeah, definitely dominating across the board in that regard.
Well, we have all these stats and statistics to point out to you to show you why Phoenix was successful. But you know what? Let's ignore all that and just chalk it up to friendship, shall we?
The power of friendship prevails.
It is just magical, folks. Don't go anywhere. Keep spamming those peaches in chat. And I know there are a few Blitzkrieg fans out there. Show me some lightning bolts. Spam something. Give these folks some energy. But hold on to it, because we'll be right back.